So time for another video, not overseas this time unfortunately, but a look round the lovely Buckinghamshire village of Brill.
Now look at this ground with its huge number of little hills and holes. They're all there because for about 600 years really good clay was found here in Brill and used to make very fine bricks, which were sent all over the country, including to London.
Amazing to think that for hundreds of years men sweated, toiled and struggled to dig clay out from underneath these hillocks, which stand today as part of Brill's history. So I've come to the site of where earlier in the century a load of archaeological digs were done right where I am now to try and find evidence of brick making and pottery making. And they dug down and sure enough they came across many pottery kilns and brick kilns below the surface. That's all been sealed over again now, but absolute proof that Brill really was a major centre for brickmaking and pottery for about 600 years. It's perhaps not surprising really that just scuffing around on the surface immediately you find evidence of bricks, old ones too. So we've moved away from the pits and you don't have to come very far at all in the village to see where a lot of those bricks were used, in the village itself. So most of these houses 18th, 19th century, but all using bricks almost certainly made here in Brill. And you see a lot of these which have the ends fired, burnt in the kiln to give a kind of greyish tint, and they're used extensively in patterns in the walls. They look really nice. Right, I've come down onto the common now, Brill Common Land, because I want you to meet some friends. They are the, let me get this right, BVCH, which stands for Brill Village Community Herd. These lovely cows are on common land. Only 3% of the land in Britain is common land, and one of the things it means is that any man in the country is entitled to graze his cow or cattle on the land for nothing. It's actually ancient grassland as well, which needs keeping in check. There've been no fertilizers used on it for hundreds of years. It's really natural, and the cows provide a brilliant way of keeping it in good trim, getting rid of the scrub and ensuring the grassland and the meadow stays in pristine condition. The herd, there's just 9 animals, are all looked after by volunteers in the village.
So let's have a look around some of the rest of the village of Brill, including some pictures which I took on other visits, starting with one of the village's 2 local pubs, the Pointer.
But there is another reason why many people come to Brill. People who are interested in history and people who just like beauty and beautiful scenery. You might be able to see it behind me. It is Brill's windmill. It's what's called a post windmill, which means that when it was built originally in the 1680s, it was able to turn round on a post in the middle to always face the wind, and that's why you can see that little wheel at the back of it which helped it do that. And it ground flour from 1680 something to 1930 something, grinding flour. Amazing. Its setting is one of the most photographed icons in southern England. It's a beautiful windmill. So would I recommend you come to Brill? I definitely would. It's got brilliant historic buildings, it's got fantastic scenery, it's got wonderful walks, your dog would love it. It's got 2 brilliant pubs which serve great food, and it's a really charming village. So make Brill a stop on your next day out. That's it for this video. It's been quite a while, but please like and subscribe, and I'll see you for another one soon.